Hi, this is CoolBrick76. Today we're doing a build and review of the LEGO Creator theme, Lakeside Lodge. This is number 31048. It's intended for ages 7 through 12 with 368 pieces. And of course it's a 3-in-1 build. Over on the outside of the box you can see they have a couple other possible cabins that you can build. So we're going to build the main one today. And I cannot wait to build the moose. So let's get started. Alright, there's a good look at the other possible builds. Alright, let's open this one up. Alright, well I can see right away that we've got a couple of really great plates to work with. There's books for all 3 builds. And a lot of parts. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at some of the parts in this set. Of course you've got your man here. He's got his legs and his body and his head and then his black hair. He's got himself a button-down shirt. He looks pretty good, like he's ready to chill out and have some fun at the lake. Alright. But while he's there, he gets kind of lonely, and he decides it's time to write a letter. And he writes with a feather pen, and there's an inkwell at the bottom here. In fact, there's 2 of them in this set. I guess he doesn't have any technology. Doesn't have any, not even a pen. So that's pretty cool. This set also includes, this is actually like a flag, but they use it for the back of his lawn chair. Pretty cool. There are a couple of hinges like these. They just, snap together like so. And that's always a useful part to have. Now this part is like really cool. This part, it's got the 2 knobs on the top. And it's like a reverse roof piece, right? It's declining there, and it's got a place to put it, a hole there. But look at the side here. It's got 3 holes on the side. So it's very versatile. A lot of possible uses for this. I'm going to look forward to using that piece. There's 2 of them in this set. And then here's, they've got a few of these clips with holes in the bottom. Very cool part to have. There's a fish. Oh yeah, I gotta have a fish. Gonna go to the lake. Gotta have fish. And speaking of critters, they have these lily pads. It's a round 2x2 tile with a hole in the middle, and then they put a flower making a lily pad. I think it's really looks good. But there's also a frog. Yes, a frog. He's just a 1x1 little frog. After you've been down to the lake and seen the wildlife, wait a minute, there is a moose, but he's fabricated. We haven't built him yet, and that's going to be fun to do. Also, the tree's fabricated, so we're going to build the tree as well later on. There are a lot of roof pieces in this set. The 4x3 roof tile they got 10 of those in here. The 2x3, it's got 13, and then there's a couple of 1x3s. There's a couple of those. So there's a lot of roof pieces to help you add to your set. Speaking of housing pieces, we've also got, of course, a door. Got to have a door. Good door. And matching windows. There are a total of 4 of these matching windows. And there's 3 of these clear glass windows that are just too wide. And so I'm really excited about all the windows. There's tons of windows. There's 7 windows altogether. Okay. Then there's these what look like wings. You can use those for wings. And these guys right here are the ones that we'll use to fabricate the tree. So we'll do that a little bit later. Okay. And these are like curved pieces. That's pretty cool. There's 4 of those. There's 2 of these blue ones. And there's actually, I believe, 2 of the tan ones as well. No, there's 3 of them. There's 3 tan ones. 3 of these. Okay, so let's see what else we have. They've got these bricks that look like stones. The 1x4s, let's see, there's 8 of those. And the 1x2s, oh yeah, there's 4 of the 1x2s. Okay, so they put 4 of the 1x2s in there. Very cool for building things that look rustic and natural. Let's see here. This little thing looks like a tiki torch to me. Oops. Looks like a tiki torch to me. They got 4 of them in there, and they use them for the legs on the moose. And I can't wait to fabricate that moose. Let's see. There's a couple of these 1x1s with a little hole to hold things. Those are cool functional parts. And there are a lot of these headlight bricks. The brown headlight bricks, I believe there are 20 in this set. So there's 20 of them. So I can build lots of brown cars later on. Okay, so, oh, and tools. You got to have tools out at the lake, right? You got to have your shovel, you got to have your axe, you got to have a bucket, and of course your cup. All those cool things that you got to have out there. And these guys right here are going to be used for the moose's antlers. So those are going to be cool. And then we've got these 3 rods, a brown rod, whoops, he's rolling away, white rod, and a black rod. And so there's also this round piece. It's brown. It's got one little knob in the center. And that looks like a really neat piece to have. A lot of great pieces in this set. There's even this long, I believe it's 12 knobs long, and a couple of these arches. 2 of the arches in the set. Yeah. And also there are 2 of these big green plates. And it's a slightly lighter color than your normal green. I don't know if you can see the difference, but it's actually a lighter color, kind of a bright grass green. So that'd be great for building all kinds of cool stuff. All right, let's go ahead and build this thing and see what this cabin looks like. Makes me want to get away. Alright, so there you have it. Our little fella here, he's fishing, and he's got his bucket and his fish on the fire, and there's a moose coming up behind him. Better watch out. This opens up, and you've got your bedroom here, and a desk. And I like that desk being built into the wall. It's really awesome that way. Let's see if we can get some better light on this. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I like this desk being built into the corner there like that, with the inkwell and the letter. And of course you've got your bed over there with the pillow and the blue sheets. It's pretty easy to access this area. The other side, it's got a kitchen here. You've got a skillet with some kind of food cooking in there, probably pancakes. So it's pretty easy to access, I would say. Alright, let's go ahead and close it up. And alright, we'll talk about the moose in just a second, but let's look at the outside of this. We've got horns. Very cool. The horns on the side of the house. Very cool. Looks like there's like some moss or something growing up on the roof. You got your smokestack over here. You've got a place for a shovel. You've got your yard light, your axe, and your fabricated tree. You got your fire, your lakeside situation. You've got your frog down here. It's a lot of fun. Alright, let's talk about the fabricated tree. Now they could have put a molded tree in here just fine, but they chose to make a fabricated tree. And I like it. I think it's really cool. It's in keeping with the whole idea of Lego, that you can build things from scratch. So what you have here is, of course, this little green cone on top, and these wings, these little angled pieces, are your tree branches. And inside, you can see what they've done. They've used these one by ones that have like knobs all the way around, and just put a rod down the center. It's one of these brown rods, and there's an extra in this set in case you lose it, and that rod just holds it all together. And I absolutely love a fabricated tree. That is totally cool. That's got my vote. Alright, so the moose is fabricated. A lot of times they'll give you a molded animal like a horse or a cow, but you know, when you build them, they are, it's again, it's in keeping with Lego that you build things from scratch. He puts his head up, down, and it looks like a moose. That's the best part of it. This thing absolutely looks like a moose. It's really awesome. So I love the tree and the moose. The cabin is easy to play with. You're able to get him in here, and you can stand up inside there just fine. You can take him over here. The bedroom is a little easier to access. It's a little wider open. He can take a nap, that kind of thing. There is no chair for the desk, but I guess that's okay. There's a chair outside where he can sit. Let's see how that works. Okay, so he sits here like this, and he leans back and take a nap outside, or he can sit up and the back will come up. That's pretty good. And I love the lily pads. I think I mentioned that before. It adds a real nice splash of color to the pond. It's a really cool Lakeside Lodge. There are some extra pieces, and I absolutely love extra pieces. It's like a bonus. So a lot of times with little pieces that you might lose, that kind of thing. This is a piece here that is used to hold the axe on the log over here. It fits right down inside the log. Here's an extra horn, extra inkwell and feather pens, lights, just different parts that you might need. That's really cool. Alright, so this Lakeside Lodge, I would say, is definitely a good idea to get this. I totally endorse this one. This is Lakeside Lodge 31048. See, there's the numbers over there. Ages 7 to 12, 368 pieces. There are, of course, a couple other builds they have in mind, and I might just get around to building those. But right now, I'm going to enjoy this one. Get these pieces out of the way. And just open that right on up. It'll open all the way up, like that, all the way. And you can just play with it like that. The outside would look like this. That's kind of cool too. Yeah. There we go. Here comes the moose. Better watch out. Alright. Alright, so thanks for watching CoolBrick76, and please subscribe. I've got that moose you ordered. Where shall I put him?